All right, we are thrilled to welcome Graham and Rollins crab cakes back to QVC, Chesapeake style crab cakes. Johnny, it's good to see you, sir.
Always a pleasure to be here.
Always a pleasure to have you back. Thank you, buddy. And let's also remind you that we're nearing the end of your crabbing season.
Middle of December is all over with until next March, Dave.
I mean, when I read your email this morning, I thought to myself, it's going to be winter next month.
Yes, very quickly.
I mean, what is it, the 21st, I think? 20th, 21st, something like that?
That's right.
So it's going to be super important that you get your crab cakes now. Your crab cake company has been around for 80-some years, yes?
Correct. 1942, my great-grandfather started the company.
And it was your great-grandmother's recipe, is that right?
My grandmother's
Your
recipe.
grandmother's
Yes,
recipe,
yes.
I'm sorry.
Correct.
All right, so I'm right next to the wrong street. We are very excited. This is our food of the month, and it's our second food of the month for the month of November. Now, our first food of the month is so limited now, it was too limited for a full presentation.
Correct.
So you were kind enough to come up with a great food of the month, and we appreciate that. Now, can we get my card? Because my card seems to be missing, and I'm not sure. Is it 8 or 16?
Correct.
I will wear yours for right now. Thank you, Miss Rachel. All right, so 8 or 16 4-ounce crab cakes.
That is correct.
Now, ships now, or December 2nd, or December 9th. Is that right? All right. Now, we'll give you this back, and I'll take this. And let's also remind everyone that 950 of these have been ordered.
Awesome.
Oh, my gracious.
Awesome. Unbelievable.
Now, we're more limited in the 6, so we're doing 8 or 16 4-ounce crab cakes.
Yes, sir.
This is all blue crab, which is a sweeter crab, yes?
It is.
And then you use a special cracker assortment, I understand?
We do. But David, there's really 3 characteristics about our crab cakes that separate ours amongst everybody else. Number 1, we use only the species of crab that's indigenous to the Chesapeake Bay. Why is that important? Because the Chesapeake Bay has the sweetest crab in the world. And folks, there's over 3,000 species of crabs around the globe, and this one by far is hands down the best. So here we got some footage of our plant where we're steaming crabs, we refrigerate overnight. We bring the steamed crabs into the picking room where they're picked by hand from mid-March until mid-December, and then a portion of our meat is then taken to our kitchen where they're all made by hand in small, small batches, David, because crab meat is so tender and so fragile and is so important to handle it by hand because you cannot keep those nice, pretty lumps in the texture and shape that they're in because all the machinery out there to date just degrades the quality.
Well, it turns it into dental floss, right?
Exactly.
And so you're looking for big jumbo lump pieces, you're going to find them in each crab cake. Now, what's the best way to prepare these?
Well, we advocate cooking them right from the oven. They're going to come to you in this package, as you see here, perforated packaging, so you can pull off exactly what you need.
And we cook them from frozen?
From frozen right into the freezer, David. 400 degrees, preheated at 400 degrees, about 25 to 28 minutes. And I always suggest to turn that oven and broil if you like them brown and crispy and bubbly on the outside. You can then put some butter or mayonnaise on top as well to get that nice toasty brown color, and they'll come out the exact same way every single time.
Now, I'm going to take a bite, but before I do that, let me remind you what we have available. Now, in the 8 count, if you want it delivered now, $240. In the 8 count delivered at $12.2, $520, and the 8 count delivered $12.9, $360. Now, if you want the 16 count delivered now, $90 is all I have left. All right, now, if you want the 16 count delivered $12.2, $185, and if you want the 16 count delivered $12.9, $135. No auto delivery on this because, as you mentioned,
Mother Nature.
You're nearing the end of your crabbing season. I mean, you're going on a well-deserved vacation. Yeah. Really lovely. Don't miss out on this. And you're making the hotel breakfast. That's
I am.
Crab Benedict.
It is, David. Isn't that beautiful?
A little poached egg on top of a crab cake with some hollandaise.
There you go.
Oh.
You know, they're very, very convenient. You can put these in a toaster oven if you just need one. You know, you can put them in the oven. You know, we've done all the work for you. Okay, put them in the oven, go spend time with your family, go do something else. And I promise you, you're going to have a 5-star experience every single time, hands down.
All right, now I'm going to take a little bite here of this. And Rachel, did you want some crab cake?
I would love some. I truly think this is one of the most special items that we sell on QVC.
Thank you so much.
I truly love them.
Sweetness.
Yes,
Very
the
sweet.
flavors.
It's that sweet buttery cracker that we use to hold it all together.
So it's a buttery cracker.
It's a buttery cracker.
Blue crab.
Blue crab.
And then
Big
just enough
pieces.
seasonings to hold it together,
77% crab meat, I forgot. That's one of the 3 characteristics I alluded to.
77% crab.
77%. Okay.
All right,
look
so
at this, right on
Miss
the
Rachel,
top.
a great big piece of crab.
huge pieces of crab, and then the buttery filling is amazing.
Pulls it all right together nicely.
Make a
Just holds
sandwich
it.
out of these. Serve them with mashed potatoes.
Like it tastes like it's just come right from the ocean because
No
it has.
fishiness, nothing like that.
Maybe
Pure
you'll do,
sweet
I
crab
mean,
meat.
because if seafood tastes fishy, it's not fresh.
Exactly.
Right.
That's exactly right.
Because I remember that from my days in cooking class when they would say, if your seafood smells fishy, it's not fresh seafood. And I'm like, okay. And then by the same token, if you're ever in a fishmonger's shop,
Correct.
and the eyes are cloudy, it's not a fresh fish.
That's exactly right.
Oh, that's
You know,
great
and we
to
don't
know.
we don't pasteurize the meat. We don't pre-freeze the meat and rethaw it back out. It's only utilized in its fresh state, and that is so important because the ingredients bind so well when the meat is nice and moist and tender. When you freeze it, it doesn't absorb. When you pasteurize it, you cook the protein twice, it doesn't absorb. So that's why this is so special, what we're doing and how we handle this crab cake.
Now, 1,100 of these have been ordered this month. We are very, very busy and now getting limited. Now, if we sell out, Johnny can't make any more. He can't
That's
catch
exactly
any more
right.
crab because we're nearing the end of crabbing season.
Oh my
Correct.
gosh.
Big
Okay,
on
so we have to
so
get it now.
The numbers that have
great.
been dedicated to the ship weeks are all that you can do.
That's it.
Now, if you want the 8-count delivered now, $150. If you want the 8-count delivered 12.2, $500. If you want the 8-count delivered 12.9, $300. Now, this is where it gets really interesting. In the 16-count delivered now, 6 dozen.
Oh boy.
The 16-count delivered 12.2, $175. And the 16-count delivered 12.9, $115. There is no auto delivery
Oh my gosh.
because
so much.
Johnny can't get any more.
Right.
When they're gone,
Now,
they're gone,
half the
folks.
quantity we brought in for the month is now gone.
Already gone.
Gone.
We're supposed to be back next week, David.
I don't know if you're
supposed
you
to be back.
might have an earlier vacation than you think.
Yeah.
It's important
My
to
wife will love
know that all of this is happening very, very quickly. Now, you can put these in the oven, put them in the air fryer.
Yes.
From frozen.
Yes.
You can make a sandwich out of these. You can do what Mark Charles calls the hotel breakfast. That's crab cake, poached egg, and we have an egg cooker coming up that poaches eggs
boy.
like a
Great
dream.
idea.
Put that on top, and then top it with some fresh hollandaise and maybe some chives.
There you go. Sounds great.
All right, now
wonderful.
we are very, very, very busy. Now, sell pricing and free shipping, really important for you to consider. But remember, this is all blue crab.
It is. It
this
is.
is a sweeter crab. It's also a jumbo lump crab.
Again, 77% crab meat.
Each cake.
Authentic crab meat, never compromised, never been frozen, never been pasteurized, only been frozen one time in this package as it arrives to your doorstep. That's the only time it's been frozen. And it will remain in this package vacuum sealed, hold up its integrity. So you'll pull this out 6 months, 3 months down the road, it will be as fresh as the day we put it away. And you're gonna have that 5-star experience like you won't find anywhere else.
Johnny, I hope we'll see you again before crabbing
Absolutely,
season is
David.
over. But if not, have a happy
Same
holiday
to you,
season
sir.
to you,
Thank
sir.
you so much.
Thank you for all you do for us. And stay on the line. We will help you with our second food of the month for the month of November. And already half the quantity we brought in for the whole month is gone. Gone. All right. Rachel is standing by, and she's popping some popcorn, I understand.
I am. Jesse Haliva and I were just chatting about how we match a little bit and with our autumn colors. We have a really